The suspect and knew that he was often seen in Changyi. The family was instructed to pay the ransom. Police then took action and rescued the girl from a flat in the area. They arrested the male suspect and his live-in girlfriend. Officers believe money was a possible motive. The child was unharmed but was in shock. She was taken to Princess Margaret Hospital for examination. A police officer suffered minor injuries during the rescue. Rachel Lang, TVB News.
The father of a 21-year-old man who was shot dead by police yesterday has accused officers of overreacting. He feels a warning shot would have been enough when his son threatened to attack people with a paper cutter. Jenny Lam has more.
The grieving father of Ho Sai-tung is questioning why police fired 3 shots at his son. His wife was there, he was holding a paper cutter. Even when they go to arrest someone, they won't fire 3 times. These police officers were supposed to be trained, the father added. They only had to fire a shot into the air and my son would have been frightened. Police say 21-year-old Ho threatened a security guard and then his wife and a female police officer in a domestic dispute in Lam Tin. Police said afterwards that 2 of the shots hit Ho. In a statement, officers said they have been given clear instructions on the use of firearms. They say they would open fire if they believe people's lives are under threat, but that they can only do so if they can't achieve their purposes using less violent means. The Kowloon East Regional Crime Unit is now reviewing closed-circuit television camera footage from the building and interviewing witnesses to the shooting. A report will be submitted to the coroner. Ho Sai-tung went to the building in Lam Tin at around 3 a.m. with a friend on Monday. He had an argument with a security guard in the lobby of the building. Police say when his wife came to the lobby, Ho tried to attack her. 2 officers opened fire at Ho and shot him dead. Jenny Lam, TVB News.
Turning overseas again, Egyptian presidential candidate Abdel Fattah al-Sisi says the Muslim Brotherhood of ousted former President Mohamed Morsi will never return as an organization. Speaking in the first television interview of his campaign, the former military chief accused the Brotherhood of using militant groups as a cover to destabilize the country. His comments appeared to be a clear rejection of any political reconciliation with the group. Since ousting Morsi last year, al-Sisi has been riding an overwhelming media frenzy. He's been lauded as Egypt's savior and appears to be a shoo-in to win this month's election. Morsi also said there have been 2 attempts to kill him. He didn't say when they took place.
Nigeria's extremist Islamic leader is threatening to sell almost 300 girls abducted from a school nearly 3 weeks ago. The Boko Haram group has also threatened to attack more schools. Alan Bugnia reports.
In a videotape released yesterday, Boko Haram leader Abubakar Shekau claimed responsibility for the mass abductions last month. He described the girls as slaves and threatened to sell them in the marketplace where they could be used for sex. Nigeria's police say 276 girls, some as young as 9 years old, are being held. 53 others managed to escape. Boko Haram means Western education is sinful, and Shekau made reference to the fact that the girls were getting a Western education. The abductions have led to mass protests by mainly Nigerian women who claim the government hasn't been doing enough to rescue the girls.
They are not doing anything up to now. They've been promising us that these girls will be found. But up to today, up to this moment I am talking, nothing has been done. No single military security personnel has gone to that bush to look for these girls.
In addition to the abductions, the Boko Haram is also believed to be responsible for a recent series of car bombings that left almost 100 people dead.
These are people who want to kill.
In a televised media chat, Nigerian President Goodluck Jonathan said security personnel are checking everywhere. He also asked for more cooperation from the families of the missing girls.
We believe that wherever these girls are, we'll get them out. What we request is maximum cooperation from the guardians and the parents of these girls, because up to this time, they've not been able to give the police clear identity of the girls that are yet to return.
The abductions and bombings come as Nigeria gears up to host the World Economic Forum on Africa, set to begin in Abuja tomorrow. Nigeria's finance minister yesterday assured that security will be extremely tight. She urged the delegates due to come not to let terror win by staying away. Alan Buckney, TVB News.
And just a quick correction to our earlier story on Egypt. It was El-Sisi who said there have been 2 attempts to kill him. Elsewhere in the Middle Eastern region, France has strongly condemned an attack on French diplomatic staff in Yemen, which left 1 person dead and another wounded. The attack took place in the Hada area of the capital Sana'a, a few kilometers west of the French embassy there. 3 French diplomats were in their car when unidentified armed men fired at them and set the car on fire. The targeted French diplomats worked for the European Union mission in Sana'a. An investigation is underway to determine if it was a kidnapping attempt or a direct assault.
The condition of the first patient diagnosed with Middle East respiratory syndrome in the U.S. has improved. The healthcare worker is being treated in a hospital in Indiana for MERS after flying to the U.S. from Saudi Arabia last month.
We are personally relieved and thankful that the patient who contracted this virus is improving and may well be going home soon.
Fortunately, to date, all the tests of the close contacts have been negative. However, because MERS is a relatively new virus and we're still learning much about it, we're being very vigilant to follow these contacts for out to 14 days after their last exposure and continue to do testing on them. There is no evidence to date for sustained transmission of this virus in a community.
All right, Tony, some bad news for Liverpool.
Very bad news. It's a real blow to their title hopes. We'll talk all about it. And that's because Crystal Palace came back from 3 goals down late in the game to earn a draw with Liverpool. The result was devastating for the Reds, who are in a fight with Manchester City for the league title. Jameson Wong has details.